Good evening, children.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Good evening, children.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Done with the assignment, ma'am.
Yeah, what was the assignment?
Ma'am, you're told to take some screenshots, ma'am. That only.
You have to complete the notes. Right. Yes.
Yes.
All right. Let's discuss this one again, the contents of this slide again. Yeah, Anugraha, tell us what kind of angles are angle 1 and angle 2? Angle 1 and angle 2 are? Ritika, angle 1 and angle 2 are?
Ma'am, corresponding angles.
Corresponding angle. Which are the two lines?
L and M.
Which is the transversal?
N, ma'am.
Okay, is L parallel to M?
S, ma'am.
Where is it given?
Ma'am,
Where?
one L, ma'am.
No, which are the two lines?
1 and 2, ma'am. L and M.
L and M are the two lines. Are the lines
Yes,
L
ma'am.
and M parallel to each other?
Yes, ma'am.
Where is it given? How do you know that they are parallel to each other? How do you
Ma'am,
know?
because N.
Yeah, because
N is a transversal between the two lines, ma'am. So I know that that's parallel.
okay, so because N is a transversal, you feel L and M should be parallel lines.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, look at this. Look at this, Mritika. Can you see the gap between the two lines? Is it more here? Isn't it
Yes,
less here? Now,
Yes,
if you
ma'am.
take parallel lines, the distance between them will be the same everywhere. Supposing these two lines are parallel, the distance between them, supposing is 5 centimeters, it will be 5 centimeters everywhere. It will be 5 centimeters everywhere. The distance between two parallel lines is the same everywhere. But before all that, when two lines, excuse me, when two sorry, when two lines are given to us, we cannot assume that they are parallel or not parallel. We cannot assume that. We cannot assume, at least
Yes,
parallel, we cannot assume. But to a certain extent, we can make out whether they are parallel or not, depending by looking at the lines, you can guess. Okay, you can guess. Yeah, now what I'm saying is when you look at the two lines, see here when you produce this and when you produce this, somewhere they'll meet, Can you see the distance between them is reducing? As they go the side, it's reducing, and it will reduce so much that they'll intersect somewhere. When you produce them on this side, they'll meet. L and M are not parallel lines. They look like intersecting lines. See, they don't.
Okay, ma'am.
Now let me do the second figure for you. 1 minute. Now look at this one. Now tell me, are these two lines parallel? Let me call this L, M, and N. Mritika, which is a transversal?
N, ma'am.
L and M are the two lines. Now can you see, do you agree when I say that when you produce this line and when you produce this line, they'll meet somewhere here?
Yes, ma'am.
Don't they look like that? Don't they look like that? If you produce the lines in the same direction in which they're going, in the same direction, okay, when you produce them, don't you think they look like as if they'll meet somewhere when you produce? When you produce it, maybe they won't meet here, but when you produce it, somewhere they'll meet.
Yes,
See,
ma'am.
they'll meet. They'll not meet when you produce in the opposite direction. This way they'll only diverge. They'll keep going apart. When you produce them on this side, they'll keep going apart. The distance between them will become wider and wider. On
Yes,
this
ma'am.
side, yeah, on this side, the distance between them will become smaller and smaller, and at a point it will become so small that they'll intersect.
Yeah, ma'am.
These two lines are not parallel lines. So that we can make out from the, the way the lines are given to us. It's easy to say that, in fact, if I say that L and M are parallel lines, you will laugh at me. If I say L and M are parallel lines, you will laugh at
Yes,
me.
ma'am.
Yeah, because they don't look like parallel lines.
Yeah,
So
ma'am.
L and M are intersecting lines. That is intersecting, meaning we don't see them intersect here, but they'll intersect when they're produced. They'll intersect when they are produced. Now,
Okay,
for
ma'am.
alternate angles, corresponding angles, lines need not be parallel. Whether the lines are parallel or not parallel, there are alternate angles, corresponding angles, allied angles. All these angles are there, whether the lines are parallel or not. So
Ma'am, there is no rule that if it's not a parallel lines, there should be a transversal. There is no rule, ma'am.
No. See here, when the lines are parallel, also there can be a transversal like this. A transversal can intersect. Sorry. A transversal can intersect two parallel lines or two non-parallel lines. A transversal can intersect any two lines. It can the lines can be parallel or the lines may not be parallel.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
That's
So,
not the matter.
No,
Any,
that doesn't
ma'am,
matter.
is it, ma'am, is it transversal is only for any two lines or more than two?
More than two lines, two or more lines. See here, two or more. I think last class you couldn't attend fully, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
There is a power cut in my area.
Yeah, you had texted me, right, yeah. See here, you can have a transversal for more than, now these are two lines. There can be another line like this and a transversal.
Can
you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you understand that?
Yes, ma'am, that is clear.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. So angle 1 and angle 2 are what kind of angles, children?
Corresponding angles, ma'am.
Corresponding angles. Okay. See, they
Corresponding
are corresponding angles. We are not talking about if they are equal. We'll talk about them. We'll talk about that later. We are only identifying the relation between them according to the position in which they are formed. Or we are just identifying the relation between two angles depending on their positions. If there are two lines, the lines may be parallel, may not be parallel. When we have two lines intersected by a transversal, the angles in these positions are called corresponding angles. That's all. Even if the lines are parallel, these angles are corresponding angles. If the lines are not parallel, then also these angles are corresponding angles. Whether the two lines are parallel or not parallel, angles 1 and 2 are corresponding angles. Is that fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, children, I have a bad throat. Sorry. Yeah, now look at the second figure. So if we call the lines A and B, which is a transversal?
C is the transversal, ma'am.
C is the transversal. Which are the two lines?
A and B is the two lines, ma'am.
A and B. And Swati, what do you call angles 3 and 4?
Ma'am, they are the alternate interior angles, ma'am.
Alternate interior angles. Angles 3 and 4 are alternate interior angles.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Okay.
and they are not parallel lines, ma'am, because they do not.
No, we'll not go ahead. Are you talking? Okay, you're trying to say what we discussed earlier, Swati?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. And these two lines, the line A and B are not parallel, ma'am, because a parallel line is a pair of line that has same distance and apart they do not meet, ma'am. But in this figure, if they are going extend, they will meet at a point, ma'am.
Perfect, perfect. Very well said. Yeah. Because the distance
Yes,
between them is not the same everywhere. See, here the distance is so wide, but here you see the distance is reduced. So the distance is not the same everywhere. Then the lines are not parallel. So it's easy to say that A and B are not parallel lines. Though it is not given, looking at the lines, we can easily say that A and B are not parallel lines.
yes, ma'am.
Anugraha? Okay, I don't know if she can hear me. Anugraha? Okay, Deepshika, tell me angles
Excuse
5
me,
and 6.
Ma'am, this
Yeah.
is Ritika, ma'am.
Yeah,
Ma'am, I have a doubt, ma'am.
yes.
In the third diagram, ma'am, I have a doubt because I couldn't know that. In the third diagram, 5 and 6 are what angles, ma'am?
Yeah, that's what we are going to discuss now. That's what we are going to see now. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Anugraha? Okay, Randana is not there today. And I think Deepshika? Okay, Swati?
Ma'am,
5 and 6, what kind of angles are they?
ma'am, they are the co-interior angles or allied angles, ma'am.
Yeah, co-interior angles or allied angles. Yeah. So Mritika, angle 5 and angle 6 are allied angles. Their allied angles are co-interior angles. Why? How can you make out? See, look at this. Yeah, tell me.
Ma'am, this is in the diagram 2 and 3 and 2. They are interior angles, no, ma'am.
Correct. Both are interior
And
angles.
ma'am, in diagram 6, there are exterior angles.
Correct. They're exterior angles. Correct.
Okay, ma'am. That's my doubt. Yeah, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Now, Mritika, what kind of angles are angle 3 and angle 4? They're interior angles. What kind of angles are they? They're interior and are they corresponding or alternate? They're alternate angles because they lie on the opposite sides of the transversal.
Alternate angles, ma'am.
Alternate angles, yes, because they lie on either sides of the transversal.
Yes, ma'am.
Angle 5 and angle 6 are interior
Allied
angles.
angles. Allied angles.
Allied angles. They're interior angles and they lie on the same side of the transversal. They're interior angles and they lie on the same side of the transversal. So they are called co-interior angles or allied angles.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. What about 7 and 8, children? What kind of angles are 7 and 8?
Corresponding angles, ma'am.
Are they on the same side or opposite side?
Ma'am, they are in the same side and in same way. One is above and
Same
one is
side.
below, ma'am.
No, both are above.
No, ma'am. In front and back, she's telling me.
No. Both are above the line. See, 7 is all, or we can say both are to the right side. Both are to the right side. These are the two lines. This is the transversal. These are the two lines. Say L and M are the two lines. N is a transversal. Angle 7 and angle 8, they lie on the same side of the transversal. They lie on the same side. Both of them are below the transversal N. Both angle 7 and angle 8 are below the transversal N.
Yes, ma'am. Mama said that the angle 7 is lying below angle 8, ma'am.
No, that's not okay. Both the angles are okay. You're saying how come again, Swati?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I told that angle 7 is lying below the angle 8, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what we have understood is corresponding angles lie on the same side of the transversal. That's one thing. They lie on the same side of the transversal. So this is the transversal. This is the transversal. So you can see that both the angles lie on the same side of the transversal. And then one must be an exterior angle and the other must be an interior angle. See here, this is an exterior angle, this is an interior angle. And they see if it is here, if 7 is here, what kind of angles are they? If 7 is here, what kind of angles are they? If angle 7 is here, then what kind of angles are they?
Ma'am, they are
form
the
a linear
co-interior angles are allied, ma'am.
No. They form a linear pair. They form a linear pair. Supposing this angle 7 is here. Supposing angle 7 is here. Then angle 7 and angle 8 together, they form a linear pair. See here, they form a linear pair. Straight line, ray, these two angles 7 and 8 form a linear pair. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am, they form because they are having a straight and opposite rays, ma'am.
Yeah. Angle 7 and angle 8, if angle 7 and angle 8 lie like this, they form a linear pair. That is angle 7 plus angle 8 is equal to 180 degrees. So here, 8 and 7 in this figure, 7 and 8, they lie on the same side. That is, both of them are below the transversal. These are the angles above the transversal. These are the angles above, which is the transversal. This is the transversal. This is the transversal. And you can see that these two angles are on the same side. Both of them are below the transversal. Same side, below the transversal. Below the transversal. We saw that they should have different vertices also. They must have different vertices. See here, they must have different vertices. Corresponding angles must have different vertices. They have different vertices. The vertex of this angle is this one. The vertex of this angle is this. They have different vertices. One is an exterior angle. The other is an interior angle. Same side of the transversal, different vertices. One is an exterior angle. The other is an interior angle. Such angles are corresponding angles. Even alternate angles will have different vertices. Even alternate angles will have different vertices. A linear pair will have the same vertex. See a linear pair, same vertex. 7 and 8 form a linear pair. Now 7 and 8 form a linear pair. Or if I call this 6, if I call this 6 and 8 form a linear pair. They have the same vertex. They have the same vertex. Angle 6 plus angle 8 is equal to 180. What about angle 9 and angle 10? Are they on the same
interior
side?
Angles, ma'am.
Yeah,
No,
are they
ma'am,
on the
they
same
are
side? They are on the opposite sides of the transversal. Look at the transversal. With respect to the transversal, this is the transversal. Angle 9 and angle 10, they are on the opposite. With respect to the transversal, with respect to this transversal, one is on the left side of the transversal, the other angle is on the right side of the transversal. They are on the opposite sides. That is the first thing. They have different vertices. This is the vertex of angle 9. This is the vertex of angle 10. And both are interior angles. They lie on the opposite sides. That is the first thing. They have different vertices. And both are interior angles. So alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles. What about angle 11 and angle 12?
Ma'am, they are exterior angles or linear pair, ma'am.
Yeah, both of them are exterior angles, but together. See, actually the heading is name the pairs of angles. So we cannot say they are exterior angles, but the term exterior angle can be referred to even one angle. Angle 11 alone can be called an exterior angle. 11 alone is an exterior angle. So, but one angle alone cannot be called an alternate angle. One angle alone cannot be a corresponding angle. Two angles are corresponding angles if they lie on the same side of the transversal, if they have different vertices, and if one of them is an interior angle and the other is an exterior angle. Excuse me. So that is okay. Without this heading, just for a general discussion, 11 and 12 are exterior angles, correct. But with respect to this heading, name the pairs of angles. So together, what are they called? 11 and 12 together, what are they called? Exterior angle can be applied even to one angle. So we cannot say exterior angle in this heading. So they form a linear pair. 11 and 12 form a linear pair. Of these slides, you need to, because the class which you missed, no, I don't have the recording.
Yes, okay, ma'am.
Take a picture of this one.
Yes, ma'am, took, ma'am.
This.
Already took, ma'am.
Yeah, no,
took,
this is
ma'am.
yeah. This is what we discussed in the last class.
Okay, ma'am.
Now coming to a transversal
Parallel lines,
intersecting parallel lines. Ritika, tell us the pairs of corresponding angles.
A minute, ma'am. I'll just
No, we'll do it together. When you're trying to identify corresponding angles, both of them should be on the same side. Same side. They should have different vertices. One should be an exterior angle, the other should be an interior angle.
Ma'am, 1 and 8.
1 and 8, they don't lie on the same side of the transversal.
Sorry, ma'am. 1 and 7.
But both are exterior angles, 1 and 7.
Ma'am, then 3 and 7.
Yeah, 3 and 7. Why 3 and 7 are corresponding angles, Mritika?
Ma'am, because 3 minute, ma'am.
Very important.
Ma'am,
because they lie on the
3
same side of the
the same side of the transversal and they measure same angle, ma'am.
No, they don't. We're not talking about the measures of the angles. They're on the same side of the transversal. Then 3 is an 3 is an interior angle, 7 is an exterior angle, and then they have different vertices. This is the vertex of angle 3. This is the vertex of angle 7. Tell me another pair, Mritika, corresponding angles.
Ma'am, 4 and 8.
Very good, 4 and 8. Then one more pair, 2 and
2 and 6, ma'am.
very good, 1 and
1 and 7, ma'am.
think again.
Sorry, 1 and 5.
1 and
5.
5. 1 and 5. All right. So there are 4 pairs of corresponding angles. There are 4 pairs of corresponding angles.
Yes,
now tell me the alternate angles.
Alternate interior angles or alternate exterior angles, ma'am?
Alternate interior angles.
Okay, ma'am. 1 and 4, ma'am.
They are vertically opposite angles. 1 and 4 are vertically opposite angles.
Okay, ma'am.
Sorry.
1 and 8
are alternate interior or exterior
angles.
Yeah, they are alternate exterior angles. Yeah, correct. Then
ma'am, then 3 and 3 and 5.
3 and 5, they are on the same side of the transversal.
3 and 6.
3 and 6, yes. Then what
4
kind of
and
angles
5.
are 3 and 6? 3 and 6 are alternate
Interior angles, ma'am.
Okay. One more pair of alternate interior angles.
4 and 5.
4 and 5. Then what have you missed? Alternate, one pair of alternate.
Exterior angles, ma'am.
Yeah, which are they?
1 and 7. 2 and 8 and 1 and 7.
They lie on the same side of the
Ma'am?
transversal.
2 and 7 and 1 and 8.
Yeah.
I'm confusing with corresponding and alternate angles.
Yeah,
ma'am.
that's why I've given you. Yeah, you've taken the screenshots. Please go through that. I think it should become
Okay, ma'am.
clear. Yeah, just practice identifying the angles. And tell me the pairs of allied angles.
Ma'am, shall I say?
Yes, Swati.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, the co-interior or allied angle is nothing but the angle 4 and angle 6 and angle 3 and angle 5, ma'am.
How many pairs of allied angles?
Ma'am, there are only 2 pairs of allied angles, ma'am.
Yeah, 4 and 6 are allied angles, 3 and 5 are allied angles. Now, what happens when the lines are parallel? When the lines are parallel, corresponding angles are equal and allied angles are supplementary. When lines are not parallel, corresponding angles are not equal. They are corresponding angles, but they'll not be equal. They'll have different measures. Now we say that angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding angles. Okay, angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding angles. When the lines are parallel, if angle 1 is 100 degrees, angle 5 also will be 100 degrees. When the lines are parallel, angle 1, if it is 100 degrees, 5 also will be 100 degrees because they're corresponding angles, they'll be equal. But when the lines are not parallel, supposing the lines are not parallel, then also angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding angles. But if angle 1 is 100, 5 will not be 100. They'll have different measures. They will not have the same measure. Corresponding angles will not be the same. They'll have different measures when the lines are not parallel. Alternate angles also will be equal when the lines are parallel, will not be equal when the lines are not parallel, but they are called alternate angles in both the cases, whether the lines are parallel or not parallel. With respect to their positions, these names are applicable: alternate angles, corresponding angles, allied angles. All these terms you can use whether the lines are parallel or not parallel. When you have two lines intersected by a transversal, whether the two lines are parallel or not parallel, you can use the terms corresponding, allied and alternate angles. When the lines are parallel, corresponding angles are equal. When the lines are not parallel, corresponding angles are not equal. Similarly, alternate angles, whether interior or exterior, alternate angles are equal if the lines are parallel. If the lines are not parallel, alternate angles are not equal. Allied angles are different. Allied angles are supplementary. That means their sum will be 180. Allied angles are supplementary. Their sum will be 180. So in this figure, 3 and 5 are allied angles. So if when the lines are parallel, 3 plus 5 will be equal to 180. If the lines are not parallel, 3 plus 5 will be less than 180 or more than 180. It will not be equal to 180.
Ma'am, I have a
Similarly,
doubt, ma'am.
yes, Swati?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, in the co-interior angle, can 3 and 4 will be the co-interior?
No, they form a linear pair.
Ma'am, but they are in the interior, no, ma'am.
They should have different vertices. They must have different vertices.
Yes, ma'am.
They must have different linear pair, they have the same vertex. Two angles which form a linear pair will have the same vertex. So here, though 3 and 4 both are interior angles, they both have the same vertex. But when you look at 3 and 5, this is the vertex of angle 3. This is the vertex of angle 5. And 3 and 5 are interior angles with different vertices. 3 and 5 are interior angles with different vertices.
Yes,
So 3 and 5 are allied angles.
okay, ma'am, understood.
Now, linear pair is also supplementary. When we say linear pair, there also the sum is 180. Now look at this 3 and 4, whether these two lines are parallel or not. 3 plus 4 is 180 because the two angles are on a straight line. Linear pair, vertically opposite angles, these two properties are not dependent on parallel or non-parallel lines. When two lines intersect, see here, angle 1 will be equal to 4, whether the lines are parallel or not parallel. 1 is equal to 4 because they're vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles are not affected by parallel lines or non-parallel lines because they are formed when two lines intersect at a point. Angle 1 and angle 4 are vertically opposite angles, they are equal. 2 and 3 vertically opposite angles, they are equal. See, supposing I have an angle here, I call it angle 1. We know that these two lines are not parallel. So what? 1 and 3 are vertically opposite angles and they are equal. If angle 1 is 50 degrees, 3 is also 50 degrees. Whether these two lines are parallel or not parallel, vertically opposite angles are not affected. Vertically opposite angles are not affected. So similarly, if we have an angle like here 2, if we have 2 here, 2 and 4 are vertically opposite angles, they are equal. If angle 4 is 100 degrees, 2 is also 100 degrees. 11 and 12, they form a linear pair. They stand on the straight line. On the straight line, they stand on the same straight line. So 11 plus 12 is 180. Whether these two lines are parallel or not parallel, irrespective of that, 11 plus 12 is 180 because both the angles stand on the same straight line. 11 plus 12. So vertically opposite angles, linear pair, they are not affected by parallel or non-parallel lines. So vertically opposite angles formed are always equal. A linear pair is always supplementary. On the straight line, we have these two angles 11 and 12. Their sum will be 180, but the lines are not parallel. So what? It's not affected at all because see, this is a straight line. This line alone is a straight line. This line alone is a straight line. So the angle from here to here is 180 degrees. That means 11 plus 12 is equal to 180.
Yes, ma'am, understood.
All actually. So allied angles. So here, angle. Now, supposing now here we are given that these two lines are parallel. Supposing these two lines are not parallel, will angle 1 be equal to angle 4? If the lines are not parallel, will 1 be equal to 4?
Yes, ma'am, it will be because it's vertically opposite, ma'am.
Yeah. What about 2 and 3? Will they be equal when the lines are not parallel?
They will be equal, ma'am, because always the vertically opposite angle are equal without determining they are parallel or not parallel, ma'am.
Yeah, because vertically opposite angles are formed when two lines meet like this. That's all. So which are the two lines that meet? Which are the two lines? So this is one line. This is one line. This is one line. And this is the other line. So we have an X kind of thing formed here. We have an X here. That's all. That's enough. Two lines are meeting. Two lines meet. Then immediately vertically opposite angles are formed and they are equal. They are equal. The two angles are equal. This angle is equal to this angle. Now, what about 7 and 8? What kind of angles are 7 and 8?
Linear pair, ma'am.
Linear pair. Whether the lines are parallel or not parallel. 7 plus 8 will be equal to 180 because they form a linear pair. Tell me all the linear pairs in this figure, children.
Ma'am, shall I say?
Yeah, you tell me 3 pairs, Swati.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, angle 1 and angle 2.
In some order, okay? Say in some order so that the others will be able to continue.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, in angle 1 and angle 2, and then angle 2 and
So
angle 4.
Excuse me. So angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180. Correct, Swati?
Yes, ma'am.
Next.
Ma'am, and then angle 2 plus angle 4 is equal to 180.
Very good. Next.
Ma'am, and angle 4 plus angle 3 is equal to 180.
180. Very good. Continue.
Yes, ma'am. And angle 3
No,
plus
Swati, no, Swati, not you. 1 minute. Somebody else continue.
yes, ma'am. You
Swati's
told to
mentioned
continue that way too.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. Somebody else continue from where Swati stopped. She says 1 plus 2 is 180, 2 plus 4 is 180, 4 plus 3 is 180. Next.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, 6 plus 5 is 180.
6 plus 5 is 180. Okay, next.
6 plus 8 is 180.
6 plus 8 is 180. Very good. Next.
7 plus 8 is 180.
Okay, one more.
7 plus 5 is 180, ma'am.
Very good. Swati, complete what you have to say.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, the linear pair I have to say.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. And then I told angle 3 plus angle 1 is equal to 180, ma'am.
Yeah, 3 plus 1 is also 180.
Ma'am, can we also say that angle 5 and angle 3 is equal to 180?
That is not because they form a linear pair. They are allied angles.
Yes, ma'am.
3 plus 5 is also 180, but the reason is different. Then they don't form a linear pair. They're allied angles.
Okay,
3
ma'am.
plus 5 is so now the lines are parallel. When the lines are parallel, 3 plus 5 is 180. When the lines are parallel, 4 plus 6 is 180. Allied angles are supplementary.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So we know that allied angles are interior angles on the same side of the transversal. They should be on the same side of the transversal. They'll have different vertices. They'll be on the same side of the transversal. This is the transversal. On the same side, we have two interior angles. They're also called pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Interior angles, same side. This is same side. Interior angles. So this one and this one. Interior angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. So 3 plus 5 is 180, 4 plus 6 is 180 if the lines are parallel. Here it's given that the lines are parallel. When a transversal cuts two parallel lines, we have some interesting relationships. So children, here the two lines are given to be parallel. These two lines are parallel to each other. These two lines are parallel to each other. Then you can see each pair, when the lines are parallel, each pair of corresponding angles are equal. So you can see that angle 1 is equal to angle 5. 3 is equal to 7. Angle 3 is equal to angle 7. Please go through this and see if you have any doubt. Alternate interior angles are equal. Alternate exterior angles are also equal. Allied angles are supplementary. These are allied angles. Interior angles on the same side of the transversal. These are allied angles.
Ma'am, totally there is 8 linear pair formed within one transversal.
Yeah, correct.
Yes, ma'am.
Please go through, children. Is it fine, children? Any questions? Am I audible, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Children, please take a screenshot. All right. So this is just for your reference. The positions of the corresponding angles. Corresponding angles usually form an F. You can locate these angles in an F, and alternate angles are located in a Z shape. You can locate corresponding angles in an F shape and alternate angles in a Z shape. So like this. So supposing F like rotated, F is not a perfect F. F rotated. You turn F. You turn this letter F. So you can see here, this looks like F, right? F rotated. So here, these are the two parallel lines. These are the two parallel lines. And this is the transversal. This is the transversal. So these are corresponding angles. These are corresponding angles. These are corresponding angles. So these are the two lines. This is the transversal. So you can see here corresponding angles.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Yes. Now, it's given that in the first figure, L and M are parallel lines. You can see the symbol here, L parallel to M. You can see the symbol here, L parallel to M. L parallel to M. T is a transversal. Then angle X is equal to what? What are the measure of angle X? If L is parallel to M and T is a transversal, what is the measure of angle X?
60-degree, ma'am.
Why?
Ma'am, because since they have given parallel and the transversal T is cutting it, all the transversal angles are formed will be equal, ma'am. Thus, the alternate interior one of the angle is given, so the X will also be 60-degree, ma'am.
Yeah. Because when lines are parallel, alternate interior angles are equal. See here, this is the Z form. This is the Z form. See here, parallel line, transversal, parallel line. You can see the angles in the Z. Parallel line, transversal, parallel line. So here and here, alternate angles. These are alternate angles. And they're equal when the lines are parallel. Alternate angles are equal. The lines are parallel to each other. L is parallel to M. When the lines are parallel, alternate interior angles are equal. And why are they alternate interior angles? You can see they are formed in a Z. See here? Z. So here is one angle, here's the other angle. So X is equal to 60 degrees. Alternate interior angles are equal. What about Y?
Ma'am, it is 55 degrees.
A is parallel to B. It's given that A is parallel to B and C is the transversal. Angle Y is equal to. So same thing, make out the Z. See the Z? See the Z being formed? Okay, let me make it small, a small. See here, see the Z. Some line, transversal. Sorry. You can see a line. You can see the transversal. And you can see the line again. Can we see the Z? A rotated Z? Parallel
Yes,
line,
ma'am.
transversal, parallel line. So it's something like this. Parallel line, transversal, parallel line. So these are alternate angles. Here and here are alternate angles. They're equal because the lines are parallel. It's given that A is parallel to B. A is parallel to B. So Y and 55 are alternate interior angles. Y and 55, they are alternate interior angles and they're equal. They will be equal because the lines are parallel. So Y is equal to 55 degrees. Next one.
Ma'am, it need not be angle 1 is equal to angle 2, ma'am, because the line 1 and line 2 is not parallel. It's non-parallel lines, ma'am. Thus,
Yeah.
the property remains the same, ma'am. They both are the alternate interior angle, but the thing is they are not equal, ma'am.
Very good, very good. Because it's given that L1 and L2 are L1, L2 be two lines. T is a transversal. L1 and L2 are two lines. They are not parallel lines. You can see they are intersecting lines. When you produce them, they are going to meet. When you produce, they'll meet. They'll meet. They'll meet. So they are not parallel lines, and it's also not given to be parallel. You can see here, L1 and L2 are two lines, and T is a transversal. Is angle 1 equal to angle 2? What kind of angles are angle 1 and angle 2?
They are the alternate interior angles, ma'am.
Yes, so they are alternate interior angles. But since the lines are not parallel, is angle 1 equal to angle 2? Yes or no?
No, ma'am, they are not equal, ma'am.
Yeah. So angle 1 is not equal to angle 2 because L1 is not parallel to L2. L2 and L1 and L2 are simply two lines. They are not parallel lines. So angle 1 is not equal to angle 2. Is angle 1 equal to angle 2? No. Yes, children, the measure of Z is?
Ma'am, 120.
Sorry? No, I didn't get the answer. What's the measure of angle Z?
Ma'am, 120, ma'am.
120. Wow. Okay, what kind of angles are 60 and Z? Am I audible, children?
Co-interior angle or allied angles.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 60 and Z are allied angles or co-interior angles. Why? Because they lie on the same side of the transversal. And both are interior angles. See here? They lie on the same side. Sorry, this is the transversal. This is the transversal. T is a transversal. T is a transversal. And you can see that both of them lie on the same side of the transversal. And both are interior angles. Both are interior angles. They lie on the same side of the transversal. Both are interior angles. 60 plus Z is equal to 180. They are not equal. Allied angles are not equal. Allied angles are supplementary. 60 plus Z is equal to 180. Z is equal to 120 degrees. So that's what you should work here. They are must be able to complete like this later. 60 plus Z is equal to 180. Reason in bracket allied angles. In bracket you should say allied angles. Allied angles. Then on working this, we'll get Z is equal to 180 minus 60, which is equal to 120 degrees. 120 degrees.
Ma'am?
Yeah?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, since the angle 60 is the angle 60, ma'am, no, ma'am, in the side of angle 60, we can find the measurement because they are the linear pair, no, ma'am. Like 180 minus 60 is equal to 120. So
Yeah,
the angle, yes, ma'am, like 120 is alternate opposite to x, so x is equal to 120. Can we use that?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, then you should use corresponding angles and find Z, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you can do that. So for that, what you should do is you must mark this angle. You must call this as X or something. Mark this angle. Write it as X. So you must say X plus 60 is equal to 180. Linear pair. So X is equal to 180 minus 60, 120. Then X and Z are corresponding angles. X and Z are corresponding angles. X is 120, so Z is also 120.
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubts, children?
No, ma'am, no doubts.
You can also find X. X plus 60 is equal to 180. So X is equal to 180 minus 60, which is 120. So in the figure, X and Z are corresponding angles. X and Z are corresponding angles. So they are equal. X is 120, Z is also 120. You can do it like that, or you can directly use allied angles or supplementary, like what you see on the screen. All right, the next one, children, what kind of angles are 120 and X? It's given that line L is parallel to M, you can see it here.
And they are the corresponding angles, ma'am.
Yeah, corresponding angles are equal or supplementary?
Ma'am, they are equal, ma'am.
Yeah, corresponding angles are equal. They are not supplementary. They are equal. So what will be the measure of X?
120 degree, ma'am.
Yeah, why they are equal? Because
They are the, ma'am, they just said that angle, so line M and line M are parallel, ma'am, so it's equal.
yeah, because L is parallel to M, they are equal. Yeah. Why only Swati is answering? Where are the others? Why Deepshika, Anugraha? I can't hear both of you. Okay, the next one, it's given that L is parallel to M and P is parallel to Q. Find A, B, C, D. So whenever you're using, the idea of alternate angles, corresponding angles or allied angles, make sure that you use only two lines and a transversal. You should not look at you should not look at more than 2 lines. There can be more than 2 lines, but to read alternate angles or corresponding angles, you need to look at the 2 parallel lines or 2 lines and the transversal. So 3 lines and all. Look at the 2 lines and the transversal, and remember that all the angles are formed around the transversal. So for example, it's given that L is parallel to M. L is parallel to M and P is parallel to Q. So supposing you take P parallel to Q, then either you must take L as a transversal or you must take M as a transversal. You should not look. So you must not look at all the 4 lines at the same time. So supposing you're looking at the parallel lines P and Q. You're looking at the parallel lines P and Q. P parallel to Q. And L is a transversal. That's all. Ignore M then. Then ignore M. Don't look at M. You should look at only the 2 lines. If they are parallel, fine. Not parallel, also fine. So look at the 2 lines and the transversal. So here P and Q are parallel lines and L is a transversal. And when L is a transversal, all the angles will be formed around L. All the 8 angles will be formed around L here. So when you're taking L as a transversal, you should not, from here to here, you should not see. You must not look at the transversal M at all. Don't look at anything on M. Don't look at anything on M. Only these 8 angles you must see. L is a transversal, no. 4 angles here, 4 angles here. Don't look at this part at all. Don't look at this part. Am I clear, children?
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
So when you take L as a transversal, then don't look at this line. You should not see these values at all and get confused. Don't see all this. Don't see this line at all. It's not there. So L is a transversal. There are 8 angles formed here and 8 angles formed here. What's the relation between A and 60? A and 60 are what kind of angles? Do they lie on the same side of the transversal?
Ma'am, no, ma'am. They are the co-interior angles or allied angles, ma'am.
Yeah, that's what. Do they lie on the same side of the transversal?
Yes, ma'am. They do lie.
Are they both interior angles?
Yes, ma'am. They are.
Then they are allied angles. If they lie on the same side of the transversal and both are interior angles, then they are allied angles. And when the lines are parallel, what is the relation between allied angles?
They are supplementary, ma'am.
They're supplementary. A plus 60 is equal to 180. Then what's the measure of A?
Ma'am, they are 120, ma'am.
120 degrees. A is equal to 120 degrees. A is equal to 120 degrees. Now, after finding A, children, you can see that B, C, and D are formed around which transversal?
The transversal M, ma'am.
Okay. Where is A?
Ma'am, it is in the left side of transversal L.
Now, these angles A, B, C, and D, if you have to say one answer, which transversal, one answer, look at, I'll just mark all encircle all these angles. Angle A, B, C, and D. A, B, C, and D, they're all here, right? On this transversal, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Which is the transversal then?
Q is the transversal, ma'am.
Q is the transversal.
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
Look at all these angles. A, B, because we found A is 120. Now we have to use A and find the other angles. So A, B, C, and D, they all lie on the transversal Q. So if you have to take Q as a transversal, then you must consider the parallel lines L and M. You must consider the parallel lines L and M. So see here, L is parallel to M. L parallel to M. And Q is a transversal. Q is a transversal. Let me show it here. So it's like L is parallel to M. And this one is a Q is a transversal. Here you have A, which you found is 120 degrees. Okay. And here you have B. Here you have C. And here you have D. Now tell me, how will you find these angles?
Ma'am,
Now-
by the properties like corresponding alternate angles.
Yeah. Yeah. Now 120, and supposing you want to use, see, there are so many ways in which you can find. Supposing we call this angle as, now, okay, we'll do like this. Supposing we have to find the angles in order. Okay, we have to find B, then C, and then D. Supposing, okay, we have to find the angles in order. How will you find B? How will you connect B and 120? Do they lie on the same side?
Yes, ma'am, they do lie on the same side and they are the exterior angles, ma'am.
Both are exterior angles. No, if they lie on the same side, they are corresponding angles, but one should be an exterior angle, the other should be an interior angle. So they are not corresponding angles. They are not alternate exterior angles also because they lie on the same side of the transversal. (120) and B. See, the angle which you know is 120. What you have to find is B. You're trying to relate, you're trying to find some relationship between B and 120. There is no relationship because they lie on the same side, but they're not corresponding angles because both are exterior angles. They're not alternate exterior angles also. So what we'll do, we'll mark this angle next to, we'll mark this angle next to 120. We'll just mark this as X. What is X plus 120?
Is equal to 180, ma'am, as they are the linear pair.
Yeah, so what is the measure of angle X?
60 degrees, ma'am.
So you must write X plus 20 is equal to 180. Linear pair, bracket, linear pair. X is equal to 180 minus 120, X is equal to 60. So the measure of X is 60 degrees. Now, what is the relation between X and B? What's the relation between X and B?
Ma'am, they are the corresponding angles, ma'am.
They are corresponding angles because they lie on the same side of the transversal, and one is an exterior angle, the other is an interior angle. So if X is 60 degrees, B is also 60 degrees. Now what about angle C?
Ma'am, since they are the vertically opposite angles are equal, so B is equal to 60, then C will also be 60 degree, ma'am.
C will also be 60 degrees. Very good. What about D? What is the
Ma'am,
relation?
C and D is a linear pair, ma'am.
Linear
so
pair.
it will come. Yes, ma'am. It will come as 180 minus 60, ma'am, which is 120 degrees.
Another way, can you find a pair of alternate exterior angles?
Yes, ma'am. Since A is equal to 120 degree and A and D is alternate exterior angles are equal, so D will also be 120.
Yeah, A and D are alternate exterior angles. A and D. This one, A and D are alternate exterior angles. Yeah, we'll just see it again. We'll discuss the third figure again. Tell me.
Ma'am, shall I say?
Yeah. Always
Ma'am,
mention
yes.
the parallel lines and the transversal first.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, here L is parallel to M, ma'am, and P is parallel to Q, ma'am. Ma'am, since they were asked to find the angle A, angle B, angle C, and angle D, we have to find the main transversal that is cutting the angles, ma'am. Thus, transversal Q is being cutting all the angles which have to be found, ma'am. And they
Yeah.
have given that, yes, ma'am. Ma'am, and they have given that one of the measures is 60, ma'am. Since 60 and the angle that is closer to it form a linear pair, we can found like 180 minus 60 is equal to 120,
No, no,
ma'am.
this does not form a linear pair. These two
And ma'am,
angles.
yes, ma'am. 60 degree and the angle which is near to it, ma'am.
Okay, okay, 1 minute. No, 1 minute, Swati, you're right. But let me just say something else. Children,
Co-interior angles.
yeah. P and Q are parallel lines. P and Q are parallel lines. P and Q are parallel lines, and this is the transversal. L is a transversal. P parallel to Q and L is a transversal. So L is a transversal. So you can see that 60. Don't look at, I told you, don't look at this line. That's all. So when you see on the transversal, all the 8 angles are formed around the transversal. All the 8 angles. So L is a transversal. 8 angles are formed here. 8 angles are formed here. So you can see that A and 60 are allied angles. A plus 60 is equal to 180. A is equal to 180 minus 60, 120. A is 120 degrees. Since it's time,
Yes,
children, I'll just explain this. Sorry, Swati. I'll just complete it. Maybe next class, all of us will be given a chance. We have more sums to discuss.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, now after finding A, since A, B, C, and D lie on, they're all formed around the transversal Q. They're all formed around the transversal Q. And we found A is 120. Now we have to use A to find the remaining angles B, C, and D. So I said mark this angle as X. Mark this angle as X. Now A plus X is equal to 180. You must write this. A plus X is equal to 180 linear pair. So A is 120 degrees. So 120 plus X. Or you can also do this, children. You can mark this. Okay, we'll see the alternate method in the next class. I have another class after this. So let me continue with this. So A plus X is equal to 180. A plus X is equal to 180. So 120 plus X is 180. So you'll get X is equal to 60 degrees. Or children, I was trying to say, you can also say X is 60, alternate angles are equal. Alternate interior angles are equal. Now, after finding X, you see that X and B are corresponding angles. So B is 60 degrees. Then if B is 60, C is 60 because vertically opposite angles are equal. And then C and D form a linear pair. So C plus D is equal to 180. You can work it like that, or you can say A and D are alternate exterior angles. So when A is 120 degrees, D is also 120 degrees. So children, I want you all to work this in your style. Just work this. We'll see the steps for this answer in the next class. Just remind me. Complete
Yes,
this
ma'am.
one also.
Ma'am, this is Nitika, ma'am.
Yes, Pratika?
Ma'am, hereafter the classes will be on evening, ma'am.
No, I'm in Bangalore and due to some reason, I'm not able to teach in the mornings. Next week,
Okay, ma'am.
From next Friday, the class on Monday, the coming Monday will be in the evening. Then from the next Friday, this Friday, the next Friday, we'll have regular classes in the morning. But provided your schools if your schools reopen, then I think again we will not have class in the morning, right? It's not possible to have class in the morning if your schools reopen. Correct?
Ma'am, yeah, ma'am.
We'll see. Otherwise, next week I'll be back in Trichy. So next Friday onwards, we'll have regular class in the morning itself.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah, children, I said try this and this one.
Took screenshot.
Yeah. All right, children. So that's it for today's session. Thank you so much. You may leave the meeting.
Thank you,
Thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you, children. Thank you.